Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Entropia content. Now it looks like I got some messages in the corner. I did order the last of the parts I needed for the big crafting adventure, so that's probably what it is. Yeah, entering land area and postal service. My wool has arrived. Alright, so it's official. I should have enough parts to craft 3 clicks of the Mamba. Well, other than the oil, that's what I'm missing. But I do have enough oil already, I just gotta refine it, so we got everything we need. Alright, if anyone wants to see some of the changes, I changed up my booth a bit. We got the Christmas decorations out, so if anyone wants to come by for some Christmas pictures, they're more than welcome to use the throne. Right, so it looks like the camera free look will not allow me to look. Well, that fucking sucks balls. I can't even zoom out to see my picture. You son of a fuck whore. I can't stand the way they change the camera looks in Entropia. Like, alright, so I'm holding V. Does this mean I can camera free look? No. Doesn't work. Piece of trash. Yeah, if you ever want something fixed in Entropia, don't ask Mindark to do it. Holy fuck, I'm stuck, can't even move. Goddamn pieces of trash, man. You develop a fucking garbage game, Mindark. Can't even use the camera anymore. Get stuck in every fucking object you touch. Now, I'm trying to be more positive and optimistic these days. A lot of stuff is going good. Yesterday I managed to make it to the lake again for another bike ride. Fucking hot babe that's been playing disc golf. I've seen her the last couple games I played, and she was staring at me a lot last game, so I was like, fuck, I should really ask her to play a game. I don't think she'd be staring at me the whole time unless she wanted me to ask her. Unless I did kind of look funny, that's usually the case. Now I did dress a little bit weird. I decided to wear jogging pants instead of shorts because I'm tired of getting freezing legs. You know how guys in jogging pants look? Smoking, right? Alright, so I'll try moving the throne a little bit closer. Maybe that'll help with the pictures. There we go. Now we can do it. Yeah, and there's the camera free look. I just gotta hold V. Alright, Mindark, you're not so bad. Sorry for bitching so much. Yeah, so if anyone wants a cool Christmas pic, I'll put that Christmas time. Alright, should I do a quick spin and look for AI or get right to the crafting? Let's get right to the crafting, you know. Now guys, I've been doing some experiments with the live streaming. I've got it working. Didn't get 4K working. I thought the new encoder settings I would do would encode anything, but no, they're still limited to 1080. So hopefully this show's recording okay in 1080 today. Alright, well, fuck off. I was gonna say we'll do the tip of the queue and then it locked. Yeah, today on the vape menu, got a little bit of finger hash I made from harvest season, some vape oil, and some Ghost Train haze. Although I have to admit, my friend at the last party I was at, small party within social distancing guidelines, or the old ones anyways, he showed me his container of Ghost Train haze, and he was saying he loves that weed more than any other weed. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I grew it. we got the Spanish pirate flag. Under 10 clicks. That wasn't bad ratio. But yeah, anyways, so he got me to smell his container while I smelled his Ghost Train Haze container and compared it. And it does smell like two different kinds of strains of weed. Very unsimilar at all. And I was worried about that because when I got the Ghost Train Haze seeds, I found out that there was more than one strain named the same thing. Ghost Train Haze. And people are debating on which is the original, like, real strain of it. So they said when you get seeds, you could get seeds from one strain of it or the other strain of it. So I'm thinking I got the seeds for the other strain because it doesn't smell or taste anything like the Ghost Train Haze from the government. Alright, monster truck wheel print. Woohoo! 64 clicks. Man, this queue provides. Look at that, like not even 100 clicks in. We're already 2 prints, a few pedders. It's pretty styling. Now, I was just reading some pages on Facebook, and the government of Canada, specifically Ontario, is trying to lower the threshold lower and lower and lower so they can keep the pandemic status. Because they're saying what's happening is we're nowhere near reaching the amount of serious cases to clarify a pandemic, so the government can't keep finding and taking away all our human rights. And they're really pissed that they can't have their power. So what they're doing is they're fighting to try to get the numbers lower and lower. I think what they said they were pushing to have 10 probable cases in order to declare a pandemic and take away all your human rights. So I don't know, how long are we going to let this keep going in Canada? Are we going to step up and some leaders are going to step up to the plate and say, hey, I'll lead the anti-lockdown party. See how many people we can get to vote to get our human rights back. Because I don't know, the way the government's trying to do this, they're trying to do it the legal way for taking all of our rights, but at least we can fight back and that we can get our own officials, get them to run for office, and then vote out the people that are trying to take away our human rights. I don't know, a lot of people are in favor of taking away the human rights, but we've already seen that that didn't have any positive effect on the pandemic. It made it much, much worse. So anyone at this point who's saying they're for it have no actual logical reason as a benefit to why it would help our society. Unless you're taking part in Agenda 21, then it would. But apparently Agenda 21 is just a document from the UN that's not to be believed. Or you're a right-wing extremist. You gotta keep that in mind. Either you believe what they tell you or you're an extremist. Now I'm very sad my book from Turkey has still not arrived. Maybe today being the lucky day of Friday the 13th it'll arrive. Next week is the week of sadness because I'll have to message the company and tell them the bad news that the package never arrived. And then what's going to happen is if they offer me a refund or whatnot, it's like, man, I just want the fucking book. I got to order it again. I don't know how many copies they got left. They were on a limited number last time I tried to order it. But do I really want to chance it again? Maybe I'll try a more expensive shipping option, one that has a tracking number. So I can track to see where this package is going. I can just imagine like a big package from Turkey. People probably thought it was full of heroin or something and stole the package. Only to find out it was a book. Oh god, I want that book so bad. Everyone's looking at like the new PS5s. Saying, oh, aren't the new PS5 amazing? I'm like, I don't want a PS5, I want that fucking book. Now, the only thing I was talking about other gamers yesterday, if the game companies want me to start live streaming other games, they gotta release Battlefield 2, Modern Combat. I refuse to play other games. They just sicken me how shitty they are. It's like, I don't want to waste my time playing games that aren't even the best game. I want to play the best game or nothing, or I'll play other shit. I'm not gonna waste time fucking playing Fortnite or some garbage game. Come on, bring back the best game. No, every day that Battlefield 2 Modern Combat is gone, I actually thank God. It's like, man, if that game existed, I'd be so hooked on playing it, I wouldn't have any free time left. So I'm very thankful that they took away the best game, as much as I bitch and want it back. God, man, if that game was back, my life would be over. But who knows, maybe I'd become a popular Battlefield streamer. I think being the best one would make me somewhat popular. Alright, so 134,687. Let's roll. 134,713. Alright. Thanks everyone who's been helping with that. Kind of freaks me out seeing that I got 50 people helping watch the show and do the spins every hour. I know I got 2 shows going, so it's not all Entropians, but I appreciate everyone nonetheless. Holy shit, I'm up to 51. I was scared to look because I'm like, man, I haven't checked in a while. It's probably been going down. No, we're up to 51 referrals. Dear God, once I'm at the 100 mark, that'll be insane. Yeah, so that was the World Health News Organization updates. So Canada's increasing the fines, jail time in Canada, or I don't know if it's just Ontario. They said it might could be Canada-wide, where you're not allowed to go outside for any reasons other than an emergency. Or you can be put in jail. Some people are even facing 6 months in prison. Can you imagine 6 months in prison for going outside? No, their crime was that they went on a trip and then didn't isolate when they got back. But then I was like, well, what happens if you're not sick? It's like, if you're not sick, why the hell do you have to isolate? It doesn't make any sense. They already released that asymptomatic people are highly unlikely to spread it. So if you're not sick, why is the government telling people to isolate? Liars! I know they're trying to maybe keep our best interest and prevent people from getting herd immunity. They think it's a good thing. See, I think what we need is like clarification. Is getting herd immunity better, or is being weak in state of no immunity the best solution? And then determine that before we go through with our actions. Because it seems like a lot of people are still on the fence on debating whether or not having herd immunity for your whole society is good for preventing or eliminating pandemics. Or if remaining fragile state of always in a no immunity, living in fear, if that's the better way to go. Then once we can determine that, then we shouldn't even have to have votes on the rules about what everything is, because we'll see the outcome of that and be able to know right away. We don't have to have these contradictory rules where people are like, fuck it, let's just get back to our normal lives, and the government's like, hey, if you try that, we'll put you in jail. Very contradictory. See, that's the whole thing when this whole situation started, at least in Canada. They told us 2 weeks, flatten the curve, allow everyone to get herd immunity, and then boom, we're good to go. But then all of a sudden this flatten the curve 2 weeks minus the herd immunity. And then we're like, well, hey, wait a minute, unless we're getting the herd immunity, how is this 2 weeks going to matter or not? We'll still be weak and at risk of catching the virus. So I don't know, I think we're in the nanny state society where everyone wants to be so super safe that even if they did allow us to vote for a human rights party, that the government can't take away our human rights for any reason, there'd be so many people scared that they would vote against that. It'd be like the path of least resistance. You wouldn't vote for the possibility of danger, you would just vote for the safe street, right? So that's the one problem we face with even trying to get our human rights back. The fact that we have to vote to do it will be our detriment. It's like people like living under enslavement. They're drawn to it. It's comforting. Gives you a purpose. Something you can unite in. Unite to be victims and slaves. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. If I had to guess, Canada's going to keep going and taking away rights until it creates a giant pushback. More people will protest against it. They'll find ways to organize rallies without using social media strains, so they can't stop us from gathering peacefully. I don't know if BitChute's going to be able to do it because BitChute's such a weak platform. They took all the fucking user donations and spent it on getting copyright and patents for the fucking BitChute logo, so that people can't share the fucking logo. Like, dear God sakes, man, if you're making a file sharing service, make your fucking logo free to share so people can share the fucking logo of the service. You think? Sorry, I just can't stand the organization of BitChute. They should be ashamed of themselves. Taking all that user donation, building a free speech platform, still doesn't allow Alex Jones. And they fucking took all the user invested money and blew it in the copyright and patent system. See, that's what I don't like about companies that do that. Not to name other ones, but Disclose TV was one that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like they're all about like, oh, you can share other people's content on our channel just for educational purposes, and make sure it's labeled that, and share it on our channel. But you take their logo, the Disclose TV logo or the BitChute logo, and you add it, and you say, hey, I'm sharing it with this logo. All of a sudden they say, hey, you can't use that for educational purposes, take it down. I'm like, what the fuck? You just told me to use other people's content and do that. But when it comes to your content, then all of a sudden, no, you can't. So I was like, fuck you and your patent system. You want to fucking patent your fucking logos and make it so you can't even share it? Well, then fuck you. Then I'll share someone's material that wants to be shared. And you can unshare yourself all you want. Man, I'd be a horrible leader if I ran for politics. I'd be like known as the most evil leader ever. Maybe not as far as killing goes, but as mean rules. It's like I would abolish the patent and copyright system. People could copy anything they wanted. Music, YouTube, movies, NBA games, Major League Baseball games. Anything you want, copy the shit out of it. Sell it, do whatever you want. I would call it the free market system. Like, haha, fuckers, your end of fucking monopolies is over. Time for American fucking free market. As fucking bold as a project that sounds. Abolish all the drug copyright laws. We'd have penicillin coming out the yin yang for fucking pennies a fucking pill. You name it, medications would be cheap as fucking dirt. Why? Because we wouldn't have to pay any fucking patents or copyrights to make them. Sons of bitches. My next role as leader, I would be like free internet, whole country, high fucking speed, the highest. Like we'll be the country with the fastest internet, every citizen will have it free. And they can copy and fucking share and sell the shit out of anything they want. Fuck the large companies. That's what I think we need, is a leader that will stand up for like consumers. I think a lot of times we keep electing leaders that are businessmen that are selling shit. We need a fucking consumer to lead us. Someone will make consumer things better. Like, I'm not talking about free socialism, communism for everything. I'm talking about an honest free market system. Where the people pool their money together and say, hey, we're buying a fucking internet system and we're giving it to ourselves for free. We're coming out of the country's taxes. It'll be one of the main priorities. Take away all the fucking union money. Fix the problem with the unions. Pay the union employees more and take away the union. I think that's the solution you could solve the union problem. Because not only will the employees from the union be happy because they'll get paid more than they did under the union, but we'll also eliminate the union. So we won't have to deal with any fucking third-party entity bossing the government around what to do. The government can become its own boss again. Because the people are the government, and the people should be in charge of it. Oh, Bonzo Slim Jim, yeah, for the people. Now that's what I was thinking too. The way the government is set up right now is they're so piss-ass scared of communism that they made it overly balanced to the free market. So what they did is they took government agencies and told them that they're not allowed to compete with the free market and offer the same service cheaper because that would be communism. So I was thinking what we got to do is change those laws so the government can. It can compete with other businesses. Not by dominating them by making laws against the other companies from running, but keeping the free market and allowing both to compete. The government and the free market. So if you wanted to hire the government to pave your driveway or you wanted to hire a fucking private contractor, you could pick between the two. And the government would be able to offer a price way cheaper because they had volunteers fucking doing it. So that way the government still can profit. But it's up to the free market enterprise. If they want to beat it, they'll have to find ways to do it. Abolish the fucking minimum wage so we don't see all the slave jobs from other countries come back to America. We could have the slaves work here again. No, I shouldn't make fun of slavery. It's still going rampant in Africa. The pygmy slaves. The UFC fighters went to save them. True story. Look it up. Well, technically the one guy was from another fight organization, but he eventually got the help of other UFC fighters. He had a vision about helping to free slaves, and he found the pygmies. And he helped free them. Alright. Polish flag. Free the full Polish. Now, I was watching that Mike Tyson show when he learned that slavery is still going in Africa. He's like, what? In Africa? They enslave other black people? He's like, yeah, Mike. Black people have been enslaving other black people since the beginning of slavery. It's like, where do you think it came from? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Shouldn't make jokes about that. Who knows how old the first slave is? It's probably the Bible times. I think the Bible talked about slavery quite a bit. Alright, so we got another Bonzo Slim Jim. Let's check to see what we're at for that. We will not become slaves to the loot. Holy shit, that was a lot of garbage before I got the Bonzo. I was gonna say, like, that crafting blueprint so far was fucking absolute horseshit. But getting that piece, that was good. 198. Woo! How good is that? Word. Can't believe 198. Like, that's beyond my wildest expectations. I was hoping 100 clicks. So I'm already double what I was hoping. Need to raise my expectations. Alright, we'll split up some of these prints down here by the regular ones. What do we got? Disc brake and lamps. Lamps. Lamp. Lamp. Alright, so steering rod. These are Rocktech and flag prints. I'll bring them down here. Holy fuck. So many prints building. Rocktech. So put that one there. Spanish flag. Is this the Spanish? No, it's just the Polish. There's Spanish. Fuck. Oh, there's more lamps. Alright, so holy. I'm gonna have to start organizing these prints better because it's starting to fill up my menu pretty quick. Oh, I still got lots of room there. Still, I should organize them better. This organization's not so bad. Alright, 200. Yeah, what else did I get? The wheel print? How much is the market value? Shit, we're pushing almost 4,000. I bet you I could get 4,000 for this. 200 clicks, 4,000%. That's pretty good. I think that's like 20 ped or something. Maybe even more. Monster truck, 86. Well, the crafting run is under the halfway mark now. So that's what I was hoping. Maybe we could get some increase in prints. It's nice to get another Bonzo. So we did get Bonzo 3 times so far. Notice when I need to remember something, it's usually the important shit like crafting loot that I can remember. Have to have my priorities straight in life. Oh yeah, so today is Friday the 13th and 2020, so make sure everyone's careful. I don't know, I went for a bike ride yesterday. Maybe I'll go for another bike ride today and test out my cameras. Maybe do the first camera test without the external mic. See how the onboard cameras actually work. So I know if I come to a backup situation where my mic isn't working, that I can use the internal ones. It's an interesting getup. I got one for my chest and one for the handlebar. So one is a selfie mode and the other one's a point of view. I was thinking about the head mounted ones, but I got a very sensitive neck from that whole crowbar to the head injury. So I fucking can't really wear any extra weight. Even like wearing hoods will irritate my neck really bad. And I have severe arthritis in my neck. So I was like, I can't wear the fucking helmet kind. So I'm like, well, alright, let's try the chest kind. We'll see how that works. Might be a weird point of view being able to see my arms. So I'll try to ride the bike with no hands as much as I can. But I don't know if I'll be able to ride with no hands with the camera mounted. It might offset the weight of the handlebars. I'll have to check. Could be like that one guy was saying that I should mount it in the center. But I was trying to explain to him is it's not safe to mount something sticking up out of the center of your handlebars. Because one of the most common injuries is face planting into the handlebars. So you wouldn't want a fucking metal pole sticking up, right? That's the main reason why I had it offset on one of the handlebars. But I'm hoping is the camera is so light that maybe it'll be okay. It'll be similar to having like, maybe I could just put a weight on the other handlebar the same weight. So I can balance it out. Still ride no hands. Now I was trying to practice my no hands riding because I hadn't rode for a whole month. And usually it takes a few weeks of riding with no hands before you start getting comfortable doing it. And I put on a new back tire, so I had to get used to it as well. Really, it is all about balancing on the back tire. I had some close calls with the animals. Hey, I have to go through the university campus, and they have a lot of virus cases. A lot, as like 2 or 3. But anyways, I shouldn't mock that. They also have Canadian geese everywhere, and they like to sit on the trail. Oh, Rocktech print. So they were trying to, I wouldn't say attack me, but they hissed at me a few times. I even rang the bell first. I'm like, come on guys, I'm coming through. Don't fucking try to hit me. I found when I showed fear to them, that's when they came at me more. But when I was more like edgy at them, show them who's boss, then they sort of backed away a little. Can't show no fear to those Canadian geese. They'll fuck you up. There's quite a bit of them. I had to go right through a pack of like, I don't know, 40 or 50 of them. They're all within like an inch distance of striking. It's pretty intense. So I figured a few point of view videos of that should get interesting. Maybe I'll get a little wild. Now I heard that the groundhogs like to attack people too. They're not supposed to look at them. It's like confrontational. So that's what I try to do every time I see them, is look at them. I didn't see any groundhogs on the past 2 bikes, so I don't know if they've already gone away for the winter and are hibernating. We did get some snow a little while ago. But it went back to hot, so I figured maybe they would come out again. Man, they're so lazy, they're like, oh, they'll just sleep through the extra week of warmth. That's usually how our weather goes in this province. So we get really cold around October sometime. Even snow. But the first week in November is usually when we get another hot spell. I don't know if it's the jet stream or whatever they call it, but it comes back with a vengeance, and it goes back to like summer temperatures for a whole week in November. But then once the jet streamer sets and goes back to the cold, then it's even colder than it was before it got hot. Back to winter. So I gotta try to enjoy this little November hot stretch. Sometimes they call it an Indian summer. I don't know if that's allowed anymore. Yeah, got a real sensitive spot that developed on the bottom of my spine. Might have to pop it back into place. Sometimes it feels like a nerve gets pinched to the point where I actually have to manually adjust it, or I'll just keep getting pinched each time. Gotta like pop it or reset it back into place. I know I should be hiring a chiropractor to do it. That was one bad thing about me going to see chiropractors, is I'd already been doing my own chiropractor work. So then after I got to see their moves, I just like memorized how to do each of them. It is a lot harder to do it on yourself, but at least I know where to press, how much pressure. And I was thinking maybe I should just take the at-home course to become a real chiropractor. It's probably an online school you can take it. Not that I want to become a chiropractor, and just so that I actually know some of the moves that I'm doing on myself and which are good and bad to do more or less. Not that I want to do it on other people. I wonder if they'd even teach you that. Like, no, you can only do it to other people. Like, well, what do you do when your back's fucked? That's what I was thinking a chiropractor needs to do, is invent a chiropractor machine so that a chiropractor who doesn't have a chiropractor to hire can just buy the machine and use that to do the moves on himself. Like some sort of exercise machine. I don't know if it would involve straps or weights or what, but there's got to be some way that you can make a chiropractor machine. There probably is. A few people have tried it already. Maybe that'll be the future. You can get a robot that's a chiropractor. You can just buy the chiropractor robot and you'll never have to go see a chiropractor again. You can just get the robot to adjust you whenever you need it. Alright, so let's stop and try a new terminal, and we'll also get a quick message from the sponsor. But before we do that, let's quick check the Slim Jim. Yeah, we got the monster truck wheel Slim Jim. Wasn't that bad here. Just low ped value. Decent print variety. Man, I love that Christmas tree setup. I don't know if it's just me, but 2 Christmas trees like that I like. Ah, it's peaceful. Now I did just put a TT price of plus 20. Oh, I forgot for the chairs price. Technically it's only worth about 10 or 15, so 20 is a bit of an increase. So every time I set out decorations, I like to make the price the same for all of them. So everything, if you want the setup, is TT plus 20 each. You can have yourself a nice throne and Christmas throne. I like to normally put a torch up there, but I didn't have any torches left, so I just put a hornet for now. I think it looks kind of neat. Yeah, so you guys can put in the chat, do you like the new Christmas throne? Or how would you set it up differently? I don't know, now it's a nice Christmas theme already. It could be a little bit early for Christmas. Maybe that's what some people would say. Should have kept the Halloween ones up longer. Let's try Studio Gate South. I don't know, do they even have the crafting? I think they do. They have that new machine that has everything. This is my favorite teleporter, SGS, because it reminds me of SG1, Stargate. And it happens to be the best sweat location, which almost ran to sweat. Yep, we can craft here. Let's give it a run. I'll say hi to the people that are here though. See if anyone's been watching the show. Hey everybody. See, I like this crafting terminal. It's sneaky. Shouldn't say I like it yet. Let's see what loot it gives. Man, I can hardly wait till I reach the 200,000 Satoshi mark. That'll be a sweet goal. I think that'll be 20 bucks or something. Maybe a bit higher. I think price of Bitcoin went up a little. Each day I collect 14 just in interest. Which is pretty sweet. I can imagine once I get that up to 1,000, or what is it? Yeah, once I get to 1,000,000 Satoshi, then I'll be getting some decent interest. But 1,000,000 Satoshi's a long way off for now. Now, yesterday felt good on the biking, though I wish I didn't put on so much weight again after Sober October ended. I should have tried to maintain sobriety longer. I knew I would start binging on junk food. But at least now that I'm starting to bike again, I'll start getting the calories off my legs quicker. I don't know if I'll keep doing the running now that I'm biking, but man, it was fun doing the running while it lasted. I could feel it helping my cardio for when I bike, because then I'm like, alright, I know that I can push my cardio a little bit more now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Come on, stop. Gotta get a quick message from the sponsor. Today's second round of Bonzo Slim Jims were brought to you by Crack. Crack, it'll fuck you up. Jeez, gotta get his nose out of there, or his finger out of his nose. It's like, where are you going with that? Now, I'm looking forward to doing the live streams. It's neat that the live stream capability has been resolved mostly. One time I went and hit the live stream and it didn't start, and I was like, what the fuck? So I stopped it all and then started it again the same way, and it started. So it's like, what the fuck? I didn't even change anything. For some reason, the first time I did it, nothing happened. I don't get what's with the recordings, too. It places the fuck-up ones that are like a minute long, posts those. The ones that were an hour and actually worked, it doesn't. Kind of annoying. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, I don't know. Now that I got the live stream capabilities working, it's getting me hyped to get more guest interactions going. Because already, now that I started doing the live streams for Clone Evolution, enough players or people are logging in that there is quite a bit of show interaction with the viewers. It makes it a lot more fun to record. I'm going to do today's episode online only, see how it goes. I'll just have to make sure I record it properly. I think I can do it. It'll be a good test because I only got a couple weeks really until my birthday show comes up, and I'd like to be able to record it live. Alright, monster truck wheel. Oh fuck, only 11 clicks. But they gave me 3 or almost 4 pen. That was pretty sweet. Ain't no 80 petter, but man, still good. Now even these little blueprints, they just automatically stack them to the big stacks for you, so they all add up quick. It's nice to get more Bonzo Slim Jims, any amount. Building that stack bigger is sweet. Now if anyone's wondering, I'm not giving away any of my limited prints, but for my birthday party I'll be giving away just the, or not the unlimited ones, just the limited. I just say everything backwards. No, because the limited ones I need to resell because they're worth more. But the unlimited ones, like just disc brake or windscreen or radiator, those ones I can give away. And I can even give away some of the country flags. If people need the Polish one or the Romanian one, I have some of those I can give away. So people are wondering if there's any reason to come to the birthday party for them. They can get a print if they need it. Who knows, maybe I'll give away 2 prints each if hardly anyone shows up and there's like 2 or 3 people that do. To give 2 prints away instead of just 1. I'll let people do requests of what prints they need. If they think they can sell the Romanian one, let me know and I'll hook you up. That Polish one, maybe it could sell. There could be a lot of Polish players here. That's one thing I was thinking that was good for Entropia that Biden won the election, because he's planning on doing those, month-long lockdowns? Or multi-month lockdowns? So if that comes, it should really help Entropia's player base. You literally have no choice but to live in Entropia or not at all. See, Entropia, I don't think they'll impose the lockdowns. We should be okay. We'll always be able to freely gather in crowds, have our human rights back. They're maintained in a virtual universe at least. That's what I love about Entropia. It is like the universe that it'll always be the old normal. They can't force the lockdown rules upon this society. Yeah! Freedom! I gotta put that vaporizer away. Too much in the morning. Really too much for any time of day. Now I'm praying, or not praying, I'm hoping that package arrives today. Save my prayers for dying people. Packages don't need prayers. Unless it's a life-saving package, I guess. Nah, if that book arrives today, I'll be so happy. It'd be neat. Friday the 13th. That'd mean it would be the good luck book. Maybe there really was just a backlog of packages from Turkey. It's taken a long time. I figured it was coming by boat because it's a big book. I don't think they'd have room for it in a plane. It's supposed to be a replica of the one that's actually in the museum. So it's like if it's a museum replica, it should be life size. Hopefully to scale. It's weird to think, because if I wanted to go to any museum to see anything, it would be to go see that book. So to think that I'm getting an actual copy of it is almost ridiculous. Just a few years ago, it was cost a fortune to go there to the museum to see it. And before the museum got it, it was considered a gift to like a king from one of the smartest people on the planet at the time. So it's like, man, that's a pretty amazing gift to get a copy of. Yeah, it's weird to think the people in the olden days already had the gravity well research going. Well, it'd be interesting to see how much of it actually correlates to what I'm working on, and if I should make the old map again. I did like the old map a little better. Yeah, looking like this terminal is not paying out the greatest prints. Be neat if we got a Sleipner print again. Yeah, there was quite a bit of success. Now, I'd like to see a good public transit system built in North America prior to this whole lockdown situation. Now that people can't even really use giant public transit, it seems kind of a shame to build it. It's like we're building something we can't use. But if we ever did get the old normal back so that we could use trains and mass transit again, it'd be nice to build an actual public transit system for North America that had like high-speed trains. So we could connect the entire East Coast, the entire West Coast, then one or two trains across. Maybe make it a full loop once across by the Trans-Canada Highway. So it would connect the east to west. Make the bottom of the loop near Texas or whatever. Or Florida to California. No, and then once there was a high-speed train network like that, offer some sort of free transportation package to people that are from the place. So you could just travel anywhere for free on this giant high-speed train network. You know what they should do is offer one car that's VIP, and it costs them a bunch of money to ride it, but they like serve booze in it or something. There's only other rich people. And the rest of the car just gets jammed to people riding it for free. Yeah, it'd be so weird to be able to just travel anywhere in your country that you lived. Well, a hoverboard Crapster edition. Very low amount of clicks. But it is the hoverboard. It's kind of nice. Decent print. I was going to start doing that for my vlogging channel, but then the whole lockdown situation. One of the last vlogging videos I did traveling was on the train. And I did get sick that trip too. It's funny. Got really sick. Not on the trip, but after like a week or two when I got back, I got really sick. I was trying to think where was I around a whole bunch of sick people, and I'm like, oh yeah, the train. No, I took the train from where I live to Toronto, and then I took the subway a few times in Toronto to the outskirts of the city, and then all the way back. Lots of sick people the whole way. Maybe in retrospect I should have wore a mask. That was just at the beginning of the whole pandemic, like March I think. Or no, it was February. So I managed to get really sick in February. Sick, and thank God I didn't get sick like that like a month or two later, and I probably would have thought I was dying. Because I was so sick, I was like hallucinating. Having out-of-body experiences, I was like, holy, this is pretty sick. Now, I talked to some people that are from Toronto. A lot of people were sick in February. So who knows what was going around then. Alright, so at least we got some Bonzo Slim Jim clicks today. I'll have to be wrapping up the show. It's a shame we didn't get any big globals or anything, but maybe we'll try a few T clicks and see if we can push a 10 petter at the end. Got a few minutes left, or 1 minute left. Come on, 10 petter. Don't let us down. Oh, it's just a whole bunch of fails. What a failure. Ooh, near successes are paying off better than the other success. Maybe that means the full success will be very good. Come on, how many fails? There we go. Ooh, near success. Geez, one success? Is that all I got? Oh, I don't have any crafting tools equipped. Maybe that's what's going on. There we go. That should help increase the loot. Come on, 10 petter. Ooh, 22, near success. Yeah, 7 petter. Vamp bite monster truck. Alright. And 6 ped. That was a good way to finish the show. Can't believe I just looted that. That was sweet. I was hoping for the vampire monster truck. It's still one that's impossible for me to make, but I just ride it out a couple extra clicks, make sure there's nothing big coming. Don't want to change it right when I was going to get another big global. Remember last time it went print, global. Alright, so we'll wrap up the show, and I'll show what the vampire truck looks like. I was going to end it, but I'm like, I'll just wait for a couple fails to end it on. There we go. Alright, so let's check the stats from that run. Gave us a boost there at the end. The Vamp Bite Monster Truck, 43 clicks, not too bad. Monster Truck Wheel, Hoverboard. This terminal was paying out pretty good, right? For the amount of clicks I did, wasn't so bad, 300. Guess it's a little bit weak, but anyways, we'll check out what the filter looks like and change it to vehicle limited. Here we are, the Vamp Bite Monster Truck. Try to make it a nice big opening background for the picture. Oh yeah, I guess that closes that. There it is, the Vamp Bite. You can see that's a bit more rare of a print, right? Okay, so the blueprint selling anywhere between around 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 4,000%. So that's pretty good. I wish I got more clicks. I wish this print wasn't spinning so quick. That's pretty cool. Alright, hold. What key is it? Camera free look is O. What was I holding before? V? Yeah, V works. Alright, so that's what the picture image should be. Wish I could make those bigger, huh? The Vampire Bite Monster Truck. Alright, so thanks everyone for watching. Show off how to collect the monster truck print if anyone was wondering how to loot it. If you want to help me out, you can do it with Patreon. Society 6 is where I got my merch. Finishing quick is my specialty. It's a saying comes on shirts and also bed sheets. Very popular with the ladies. Hideout TV is a place you can get paid to watch videos. Swagbucks will give you discount shopping online. GameKit will pay you to be a gamer, and Free Bitcoin is that free online casino that uses Bitcoin. I'll give you a free spin every hour if you sign up with my referral link. Just hit the show more info button. It'll give you the links to all of these. And also my website, the virtual maid sex machine, that's for adults and men only. But if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. I'm just kidding, unless you're near Toronto. Alright, I think I got a new Entropia link that I'm going to be sharing with people soon. I'm just going to check it again. I'm pretty sure it was in the YouTube, but I missed it when I was looking at it. So maybe it was on Facebook. But anyways, I'll have that link soon too. So I'll have Raven Jade's, that, and Entropia Zine. So make sure to check all three of those out when you can. What else was there? Oh yeah, if you get any Vamp monster truck blueprint in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, then give the show a dislike. But if that doesn't happen, you can help with a like. I really appreciate it. And take care everyone. Have a good one. And just make sure you never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. Here's 3 things at the same time. 1 to subscribe. See you later.